Hey guys, welcome back to another progress report video. This is the third one. I originally had made a third progress report video, but I don't know if you guys can see it, but I deleted it because I didn't feel like there was enough to add to it. So now I'm back and I feel like there's a lot to add to it. And let me just start off by saying we tried to make a map. Well, I didn't try. I suck at making maps. My brother tried to make a map, but you can see off in the distance over there, there's like some water. Yeah, there's like water everywhere over there. That was part of the map, but we ended up scrapping it because it was so bad. The workspace in here was just it was so messy. As you can see, we have like a little base model over here with like some trees, some rocks. Thank you, Blood War, for making the trees and the rocks and the buildings and the billboard and the sword and the axe over there. But yeah, this is the third progress report video. It's been a couple months since the last one, so thought it'd be thought it'd be worth it to make another one. So as you can see, we have it's not like the other video, like where you saw the heaven quest locations and stuff. It's actually all up there. That's heaven, but we're gonna call it paradise. Um, I'll show you guys what this is for later. But yeah, we have models over here. We have a sword, an Ember Celica, Omnitrix, an axe. The Ember Celica and the Omnitrix are not they're not gonna be in the game. Or maybe they will, but maybe they'll just be like admin things. But we have a shop thing over here. This is supposed to be like this is supposed to be a quest building, and then this is the little animation dummy that I have. This is where I do all my animations on this guy. And then as you can see, we have a little UI billboard thing to show them their health, their race, their name, their level, which I'm gonna redo, but for now that's what it's gonna look like. Uh, as you can see, these are still standing from last video, and they're not going to be in the game for much longer. Well, they're not going to be in the game when it finishes, which is not anytime soon. Anyway, there's a few stuff up here as well. So as you can see, the heaven quest locations are all up here, but we're calling this place Paradise because, you know, heaven and hell. I don't think we can say hell in Roblox. Um, and you have a little TP to the overworld just for debugging purposes. So this is your shop building, so you can buy the Ember Celica for now. You can buy the Ember Celica and the Omnitrix and the axe and the sword. That's going to be taken out of the game. Like the Omnitrix and the Ember Celica are going to be taken out of the store later. And then you can get your quest from this guy. And then this was just a test AI. Um, he's useless in here. He's not going to be part of it anytime soon. But let me show you some stuff. So as you can see, we load in, and you're not going to have your default character or your specific avatar. We're going to have you as like one of these guys, but we're going to have specific customizations for like the angel race, the demon race, and all that. So maybe you guys like when you pick a specific race, say you pick like angel, you'll have like three customizations you can pick, one, two, or three. There's not going to be like huge customization in it because we're not that great scripters. And you can I'll show you later, but in the server storage, I have one of the things in there. Um, but yeah, as you can see, you have like your heaven quests and stuff, your AIs and stuff. Don't mind these. These are just debugging stuff for when I use the counter ability for the angel on the third slot here. It'll tell me if it's active or not, and I just needed to know that because I don't have any other players testing it with me, so I can't see if someone's countering me or not. And they don't attack people yet. They just chase you, which actually they only chase you if you hit them with the Ember Celica for now. Because I actually had to take these little boxes here. They were your hit boxes on your hands for the combat, but the dot touched events are they're kind of unreliable, and I knew that. I knew that coming into here. So you don't see the little red hit boxes anymore when you do your combo, your little right left right. So you can't hit anyone yet, but I do have a solution to that. I'm gonna use raycast, and I'm actually gonna use a raycast plugin. I'm gonna put a link in the description below for the plugin that you can use. But I only have it set up for only one hit for the Ember, but I'm gonna show you that later. Um, yeah, as you can see, for this guy, which is useless, but it's pretty cool that I made, his head will actually turn. Let's see if I can get it to. That's probably not gonna work. His head will turn to you, like towards you, kind of. Can I get it? Yeah, see. His head kind of turns towards you when you get into a specific FOV. But if you get too close, he starts chasing you. Yeah. By the way, turning that person or the AI's head, the most complex thing ever. I don't understand why it's that complex. It shouldn't be. But let me go around here to the quests. As you can see, I don't have that many quests, but I already showed you before, it does reward you EXP. But yeah, if you don't have, like, if you didn't complete this one, you don't get to see the others. So it's just in chronological order. But these are going to be so that you, whoops, these quests are going to be in chronological order so that you start gaining, like, levels and experience and stuff so that you can get your moves and soul orbs, which are your currency that you can buy stuff with, just so that you can start. We're going to make a story after the quest, or maybe we'll incorporate it with the quests, but no matter what, there's going to be a story that you can go through. You don't have to, but it is we do want to make a story out of this. So, and we're gonna try to have PvP as well. And then you have your shop, which I already have the Ember bought, so I don't have to buy it. You have the sword, the Omnitrix, and all that. You gotta love the description that my brother made. Anyways, as you can see, we can teleport to the overworld, which is just this one. And these are just showcases for now. But as you can see, the UI works, so it tells you the health. Um, these work, but they're gonna be taken out. And then you have this guy, the shop guy. And then you have this one, it's your game menu, and you'll see your soul orbs, which I have 10,000 of right now, and it'll show you the moves that you have. So I only have, my brother only made one little icon for this. This isn't gonna be the icon for it, but these are gonna show you what you have. So this is gonna be your first move, your second move, your third move, and then your transformation move. So I have all four of them right now since I'm level 100 for testing reasons. And then you have your stat points, your health and damage stats. And we might add a race damage stat as well. We don't know. Your main menu button takes you back to the main menu that lets you spin for your races and stuff. And then your squad button. My brother tried adding a squad system, but he ran into a lot of complications with it, and he decided to just stop for the time being. So we don't know if we're gonna have one in the game or not. We might. And then, as you can see, your home menu is this, and then your weapons menu is the weapons that you bought. So I have the Ember. And as you can see, I put custom animations on the combat for the Ember. And these little three red lines, these are just the debugging lines to see the raycast, because I only put raycast on the first move, and this is just to test it. But yeah, if I go over here and I hit them, they do play the animation, and it does damage them. I'm going to show you a bunch of the modifications that we made with the module scripts and stuff, because we started using more module scripts as well. But with the Ember, you can also, I know this is not going to, it might not be in the game, but it's really cool. I really do want to show you guys this. Um, I have three different modes on the Ember. I have an explosive flurry mode, which if you hit Q will do a barrage, and then they pump their fists because those barrages are supposed to put explosives. I know you can't see my hands, but quote unquote explosives. And when he pumps his fist, it's supposed to explode the enemy, so it does extra damage at the end of the move. And then on the next one, we have the zip mode. So if you guys have ever seen the show Ruby and you know the Ember Celica, you can like zip around and stuff. And I do have like ammo for this mode only for now, but every time you like shoot around the map or anything, it'll just use the ammo. And then once you get down to 0, it'll play another reload animation, and then it'll go back up to 12. And then the first mode that you have is the ground pound mode. So this is why this is here, because I watched a tutorial from Red Plays to figure out how to do the effects on this one. So if you hit this, it plays your animation and it does this. These are your effects. So as you can see, if I'm walking around and then I hit Q, or if I hit Q, it'll stop me, play the animation, and it'll do that. It doesn't do any damage yet because I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do AoE damage like that. But yeah, that's as far as I got with the Ember for now. Oh wait, does that? Oh yeah, it sticks over there. Damn. I need to make sure it like stays with this. Huh. That's not good. Anyways, yeah, that was a lot of the stuff that I made. You can also see I made a custom walk animation here. It's not like the best, it looks like you're sliding kind of with your foot. But if I go back up to Paradise and I hit U, you can see his health went down a little, but he also plays the walking animation. It's a little weird, but yeah, it doesn't play until like a little after, but yeah, he walks. And then those were just like all the gamey kind of stuff. And then in here, I'm gonna show you what I started doing because if I get the workspace out of the way. If I go into the replicated storage, we have a bunch of modules in here. There's like a bunch, and this is the Raycast module plugin that I'm using. I'm gonna put a link in the description below for you guys to look at it or use it if you want. I'm not the one who made this. I'm not taking credit for it. I'm also gonna make sure I credit the person who made this. But as you can see, there's more modules in here. So you have a weapon module that allows you to equip and unequip. You have a reaction module, which is just the reaction hub for like the AIs and the players. The mechanics module, which gives you the combat, your default combat, your dodge, which I didn't show you. Your target lock and your shift lock is also in here. So I moved the target and shift lock into the mechanics module because they are technically mechanics. And we're also going to add a double jump mechanic later. Oh, I shouldn't have gotten rid of it. But as you can see, we have like a bunch of modules instead of just normal scripts. Because if we had a normal scripts for every single thing we did, it would be such a long list. So instead, we're having it go through a server script. So this is what we did. So as an example, if you're doing your default combat, you click, you send your combat through, and when you do that, you fire the server so that we go over here to the combat server script. And in here, all it does is call the module script, the correct module script. So this makes it so that this module script will be server-sided, so that everyone can see your animation play, and they also take damage on their screen, which is good. And then as soon as you fire the correct one, you go into the module script, and bam, there's your .combat module. And then here we have the combo step 1, play this animation, combo step 2 plays this one, combo step 3 plays this one. So yeah. And then obviously the dodge is just client-sided. It's not going to be server-sided. Unless I need the animation to show, which I'm pretty sure it shows. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyways. So yeah, it'll go through one server script. So like Angel Powers. The Angel Powers is also all in one module. It's in just one big module. So your first move, your guiding light move, your second move, Judgment, and your third move, which is your counter. And then you have your transformation in here as well. And then these are going to be your transformation moves because when you transform, your 3 default moves for your angel are going to be replaced with these moves instead. So you got Divine Fury, Wings of Light, and Celestial Blessing. These 3 moves I haven't worked on yet, but I did work on the moves up here as well. So just like the combat input, you're going to have an angel input in, or whatever race input you have. It's going to be in a folder, and you're just going to do your angel inputs, fire it to the angel powers thing, which is only one. Well, yeah, it's gonna be in separate things. So it's gonna fire your angel input, but if it's your transform move, it'll go over here instead, and then it'll make sure it has all your stuff, and it'll transfer it over to your angel module and make sure you're using the correct one. So that's how we organized all our scripts so far. And then I'm going to show you the difference that I have in the angel scripts because the last time that you saw the angel script or the angel powers, you had a little beam laser, which is completely gone now. I scrapped that, and then you had this weird like lightning jagged thing coming out of your hand, which I also changed. So instead, your first move has to be uncool, has to be the lowest damaging and the most uncool move that you need because it's your first move. So for the first move, these things just pop up, they follow your mouse. It's probably better if I go into the shift lock. So if I hit it again, it just follows your mouse. And as you can see, they don't all like shoot out and stuff. They go one by one. Or do they? Yeah, they do. They go one by one. And they're going to be the lowest damaging one. So that was your first move, and the second move is going to be Judgment, which is just a big lightning strike. Yeah, it's just that. It's just a lightning strike from above. It's not going to be just one little stream like that. It's not going to be one little lightning strike. It's going to be like 3 or 4, but it's only going to do 1 damage. Or not like, not like 1 point damage. It's going to be like one whole thing. So there's going to be like 3 of them on that one little spot. And then the third move is the counter. So if I hit the tag test, it says I have nothing. But if I hit 3, then I do that, I still have nothing. Okay, there's a better way to show you. Let me go up to TV to Paradise. Wait for the cooldown to end. Okay. If I hit him, the AI thinks my counter is false. But if I hit 3 and then bump into him, it says it's true, and then he takes a 1/6 of the damage that he was about to deal. For now, he's not dealing any damage, so let me explain it more. If you are about to damage someone who has a counter active, and your damage is going to be like 10 points, or a 10-point damage against the player who has an active counter on. If you hit the player with an active counter, that damage is going to reflect back to you and do a 1/6 of the damage that you are going to do to that player. So that's why you can see he's at like 96.6 health now. And as you can see, his little UI health bar up there is slowly down. But yeah, that's how the counter is going to work. And maybe it needs to be tested and stuff, and maybe not do just a 1/6 of the damage. But again, it's just the counter, and these are just ideas. So the last move is I forgot. I don't have the normal dot touched hitbox. Can't defeat him. If I just go down to CP world, it's fine. If I go over here and I show you the transformation move, it plays an animation and then it transforms you. These are not my models, but as well it starts counting down because this is not an indefinite this is not an indefinite transformation. You also can't use your default combat script, but if I use 1, it does Divine Fury instead of Guiding Light. If I do 2, it uses Wings of Light instead of Judgment. If I do 3, it does Celestial Blessing uh, instead of Reflection, which is your counter. And then you can see this goes on cooldown for like 120 for like 2 minutes. And then it gives you back your description. Although your description should have a halo in it. And I'll show you that real quick. But as you can see, since I'm back to my normal player, I have my combat back. So I'm gonna show you what this is gonna be looking like. So when you hop in the game, you're not gonna look like this bland model like that guy. Instead, if you choose the angel race, you're gonna have three things to select from. So if you choose the angel race, you'll have like selection 1, 2, or 3. I know it's not like a bunch of customization like your like Shindo or Grand Peace or anything like that, but it's like the best we can. We're not the best scripters, so it's the best that we can do. So in here we have race descriptions. I have the angel description in here for now, and this is just the default one. This is the Halo item that I had on the end of the transformation. These are not my models. The wings and the Halo and the other Halo, those are not my models. I just copied them and threw them in here because um, I didn't model anything yet for it. These are just placeholders, so they're not going to be used in game. We're going to create our own models for that. So yeah, that's how that's going to go, and that's as much as we got done. We also have like save system and stuff that my brother did, so it saves all your soul orbs, your currency, and your stats, your angel race. It saves all that. Actually, I should have showed you that. Hold on. Let me show you it. So if you look inside your player, you have your angel race thing here, and this is gonna give you your angel EXP, your level, your damage stat, and your health stat. And these are all what are gonna be your stuff. And then yeah, you're these are your like, oh, you're doing your heaven quest, but these are just booleans that we check in the scripts. And then your weapons, only have the Ember Celica, and later stats, your race stuff. So since I'm an angel, I have the angel race. And then here it's going to be your damage stat, your XP, your health pool value, your health stat, your level, all of these, just all of these. So you have like your R value, which is your race value. Mine is 1 because I'm an angel. Pretty sure 2 is demon, 3 is dragonborn, and 4 is ghost, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but and then you have like your spins. I have 100 spins and quest progression, soul herbs and stuff. You can see them over here too. Since I loaded in, it said you have 100 spins. Uh, your level is 100, your XP is 0, your current soul orbs are 10,000, or yeah, 10,000. Your stat points is 0, your race value is 1 since I'm an angel. And I spawned on the angel spawn. And as you can see, I have 0 XP, and my level is 100, and my health is 10. So yeah, that's about all we did for now. That's all we have done. We suck at making maps. We figured that out in the beginning, so all we have right now is this. And I'm not sure if I showed you what we were trying to go for, but as you can see, like we were trying to go low poly, so like something like this. It's kind of beveled out over here, and you got some like lips of hills here and trees and stuff. But another one would be like this. So if we couldn't go like this, kind of like bevelly kind of style, we would go blocky like this, like a simulator, I guess, type map. And then if all else fails, which I doubt it'll all fail, then we'll go terrain. So this is like a reference image for terrain. These are not maps that we created. These are just maps that I found on the internet. These are just going to be like reference images. And don't mind these images down here. But yeah, those are all the stuff that we did so far. I forgot to mention, I made a ClickUp. Before this video ends, I gotta tell you, I made a ClickUp instead of a Trello because Trello is limited with colors and images and stuff. So I made a ClickUp thing that tells me what I have to do. So like your programming to dos, like your polish later, the angel powers and stuff. We stopped making the mechanics for now, like the double jump and stuff. And then in progress, the archangel powers, instead of the angel powers. And they all have their own tag, angel. And we have like demon powers, ghost powers, and stuff, and they're assigned to me or my brother. And then, as you can see, functions module down here. I should put this under completed, but I didn't yet. So, and as you can see, we have like other stuff like races. The races thing, like right here, these are just descriptions of like what they are. Like in here, angels are arrogant beings, always looking down on everybody else. They live in paradise or heaven and hold an assortment of knowledge. These are just things that we want to know because in the story that we want to make, we have to know these things. Um, and they're also factionless. As you can see up here, I have a tag called factionless, and then it gives you your moves as an angel. And then you can go down to like all these other races and stuff. We have other races as well, vampire, werewolf, nymph, firekin, and they're all part of factions and stuff, except for the vampire and the angels, because we didn't know how to like put them with each other. Because vampires and werewolves, they hate each other, right? They can't be factioned together. So instead, we have like the demons and ghosts are part of the nightmares faction, the dragonborn and the werewolves are part of the night remnant, and the nymphs and the firekin are part of the primordials. Uh, but yeah, as you can see, like they all have their own stuff. I didn't make any move sets for the vampires, werewolves, nymphs, and firekins yet, but I do have the dragonborns and the dragonborns, the ghosts, and then the demons. And then we also have like Game Pass race ideas, so like some engineer type, because we don't have any humans in here. But what if we had like some engineer Game Pass race? So maybe his move sets could be like, I don't know, they could be like creating cannons or creating some little future tech robot that helps shoot lasers at someone. Maybe it could be like your transformation move with the engineer could be like an Iron Man suit or something, or like some nano suit. These are just ideas, and obviously factionless, and it's a Game Pass race. These are just ideas, so they might not be in the game. And as you can see, we only have one. And then race ascensions. Race ascensions, I don't know if I talked about this in the other videos, but race ascensions are going to be um, what you can ascend to. So they're not transformations, but they're evolved forms of your races. So as you can see, we only have 4 of them right now. So the evolved form of the guardian angel, or the ascended version of the guardian angel, or of the angel would be called the guardian angel. So I only have that for now, but if you ascend or evolve into the guardian angel, your 3 angel moves are going to be replaced again with the guardian angel moveset, which I didn't make. As you can see, there's like no description or anything yet. So we have like the demon king, the reaper, and the dragon. So the ghost can become a reaper, the demon can become the demon king. I know that sounds cheesy, but that's what we have. And the dragonborn can become the dragon king. These are just ascensions, things that you can become or evolve. We thought we were also planning on like, oh, maybe there should be a chance that the ascension fails, and maybe you should be brought down to like some descended evolution of your race. But then we decided against it because math is hard and chances are weird. And we got admin ideas, obviously the Ember Celica and Omnitrix. These are just admin ideas. They're probably never gonna be in the game, but just in case I want to have fun and this does take off, maybe someday, then we'll have like all this. And as you can see, I put a little comment in here for myself saying like polish the animations in the combo system later. And then we stopped doing the Omnitrix because my brother he started learning how to model like just to do the Omnitrix, and it turned out decent. But yeah, we stopped it because he doesn't want to make the Omnitrix, and that makes sense because we should be focusing on the mechanics and the map and all this other stuff. And then we have like the completed stuff that goes in here, which is the dodge system, which I still never showed you, but you get the idea. It uses body vectors instead of the velocity force. And then here we have the general stuff, so we have like the story. We don't have like an actual thing for the story, but just to test out ChatGPT because everyone's on ChatGPT now. I made a little story from it. So I made two unique stories from ChatGPT. So we're gonna maybe look at this or make our own or edit it and make it our own and then play around with it and maybe have the story finished. And then here for the combat mechanics in the general, you're probably like, oh no, that's a combat mechanic. It's a programming thing. Well, it is, but I did some research and asked like, oh, what makes a good combat mechanic? So I just got like balance, depth, responsiveness, and skill based. So these are things to keep in mind for me and my brother, so that when we make the combat and we make the moves and everything's all set and we have to polish it, this has to be in the back of our minds. Because this is what a combat mechanic should be. Or at least that's what I came to the conclusion of. And then down here we have the race groups, which is the factions, the Knight Remnant, the Primordials, the Nightmares. And these just say like, oh, which faction consists of who and why. So like the Knight Remnant has Dragonborn werewolves. The why is because they're both strong, vicious, and territorial. And then if you want to see the Primordials, well, the Primordials consist of the Firekin and the Nymphs help protect the Firekin's land. And the Nightmares would be the demons and the ghosts. People fear both races, so why not make why not team them up and make them scarier? So yeah, that's all the ClickUp stuff that I have. So we can keep on track with this, although I really shouldn't be working on the Ember Celica, so I should be working on the Angel powers and the Archangel stuff. And this is how we're gonna be doing our stuff. So yeah, that was all I wanted to share with you guys. Thank you for watching, and yeah, that's all I have to say.